Well, I wouldn't miss them, no.
Fair.
Like, sorry, did you go somewhere?
New phone, who this?
Could you imagine? You're like, what? Sorry, do you not remember all those conversations we had? No, not really.
Yeah.
Conversations.
It's nice knowing you. I'll bring like a flower. So we got like a flower in you. Oh, lots
That
of love,
escalated
lots of
quickly.
love. Yeah, that got dark very quickly. These are relationship lessons we learned the hard way. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel.
Happy Thursday.
Today we have Gabi with us to talk about relationships. So what we have learned up till now, and yeah, how we feel about relationships as a whole. We will be doing our sanity check scenario as usual, as well as bringing in our new game, Toxic or Tame. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Don't mind my shaky hand.
Now it's time for our sanity check scenario. So how it works is I'm going to give you a scenario and you just tell us how you would react in the scenario.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do it.
So you are seeing someone casually. You guys are like texting every day, long paragraphs every day, long messages. And then the next day, all of a sudden they just like disappear for like 48 hours. No explanation, no nothing. They're just gone. And then they come back and they're like, hey stranger, miss me? What are you doing?
Well, I wouldn't miss them, no.
Fair.
Like, sorry, did you go somewhere?
New phone, who this?
Could you imagine? You're like, what? Sorry, do you not remember all those conversations we had? No, not really.
Yeah.
Conversations.
The thing is, like, I say that I'd act like that in the moment, but probably I'll be like, I really like them conversations, you know?
Yeah.
Damn it, now I'm going to have to fold.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but it's a problem I have to deal with myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's difficult. It depends on how the conversations went, and how much I really like that person. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
If I really did like them, I'd be like, fine. I'd play stubborn for a little bit because that's how my mama raised me. And then I'd be like, fine, right, okay, let's just get back to it. But first, can you just explain where you went? Like, they'd have to explain it, right?
Yes.
Because there's no way you're ghosting me for like 2 days and then just out of nowhere just being like, hey.
Yeah.
Because it's going to set the tone in the relationship and whether I want to continue it. So, but if I didn't like them, I probably wouldn't reply.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I just haven't got time for that. So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's fair. I'd probably be on the same wavelength. Also, like, the reply, miss me, be like, I'm sorry, wait, who's this? Sorry, when people disappear out of my life for like 2 days, I would just presume they ain't coming back. So, yeah. But I would also want an explanation. If anything's going to continue, yes, an explanation is necessary. You have to have an explanation. Like, you can't just disappear and then that's it.
No.
You have
after
to
all these
explain yourself.
Yeah.
Where were you? I thought you were dead in a ditch.
Who were you with? What were you doing? Why were you doing it?
Okay. Maybe not to that extent, but yes.
Have the tracker on the phone like this, bitch.
The
why I don't have
crazy's coming
Snapchat.
out.
Exactly. I think in my as an excessive worrier that I am,
Yes.
I will probably panic, like, where were you? Like, are you okay? Mainly. Not so much. Initially, I wouldn't still be in that stage of like what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? You know?
Yeah.
I would at the beginning be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Are you not like, you're not dead in a ditch?
Yeah.
But then it depends how they respond. I'd be like, right, okay,
Yeah.
you know, that's fine, and then just leave it. But then initially I'd be like really worried and that. But then it's just like after that whole conversation of all, you know, of like opening up with each other and stuff like that, be like, really? Like, I wasted my time and I wasted all my emotions onto you.
Yeah.
And then you just disappear and bugger off and like, yeah, no, bye.
Yeah.
And it depends also what Abby said, how much you like them. Like
Yeah.
if you really like them, it's like, oh
It's more frustrating than anything else, I think, because you're like,
yeah.
why did you have to do this?
Yeah.
Why did you ruin this perfectly good thing that we had going?
Yeah.
It's like, what is wrong with you?
I want to hate you, but I can't.
Yeah, no, we're just swiping the other way. That's it, over and done.
See ya.
Yeah.
It's a really difficult one, but it has happened to me in the past, and I must admit, it's not been with anybody that I've kind of really had feelings for. I've just been like, oh, well, it depends, because like at that point with this one guy, I was like, I'm kind of bored, so I'm just gonna like entertain it for a little bit and just be like, fine, whatever, because there was no one really else in the picture. That sounds really bad, but what, he's playing games, why can't I?
Yeah, that's a fair
Pay what
point.
they're in.
We match energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
give me that, I'm giving it back. So
Yeah.
but yeah, if I like them, stubborn comes out for a little bit just to play the bad girl, but realistically,
The petty.
yeah, but realistically, I'm like, love me.
Yeah, to be fair, it's happened to me as well. But I cut that person off after that.
Mm.
I was just like, yeah, this isn't what I want. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I messaged them and I was like, this is not what I want. So, you know, let's just go our separate ways. No hard feelings. We'll just go our separate ways. This is it.
Oh, there's hard feelings. Don't ignore me.
I hold a grudge forever.
I'll remember this.
What's that saying? Forgive the people that have wronged you, but don't forget the lessons you've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I learn?
That sometimes people ghost you.
Fuck all.
Yeah, fair.
And not everyone's worth your time.
No one's worth my I mean, everyone. I'm a lovely person, I swear.
Yeah.
Vouch for me.
Please love me.
Team Gabi! Woo! Check it out.
Check it out.
Marshmallow.
Right, so you are in a relationship now. Okay, we won't talk about that, don't worry. But how was, like, when you were dating when you were younger, I'm talking like when you got like before 20 or early 20s, like you obviously, our perspectives are very different on relationships to how they are now. So how would you say that your perspective has changed? Like, what did you learn that you've now carried with you to new relationships, like handling things that you don't tolerate, or things that are not like worth your time, or like how do you navigate it now?
Well, dating in my early 20s was very interesting because I wasn't so my thing when I was younger is I had really big commitment issues, and I could never find someone that I wanted to settle down with for longer than like an on-off relationship, like a year and a half. I'd be like, okay, I gotta cut this, I can't. So it was kind of like childhood love. So nothing really big until my previous relationship, which did start early 20s, and I learned a lot from that relationship, and I think I became more of an adult in relationships from that one, and I learned what I wanted from somebody and what I could give someone as well. So we weren't the right people for each other, and that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that, they're okay with that. It's just a circle of like relationships and love. But there was one thing I couldn't like tolerate, and that was like not being noticed, not being heard, and like being a team with someone. It's a really big thing for me. If you're just gonna give all the energy to somebody and they're just gonna give you part back,
or nothing back.
We talk about this all the time. Literally.
That's the biggest struggle for me, like coming home and doing everything, like not having someone go, do you know what, I'll do that for you for this time. And like for some people that's okay. For me, that's not. Like, I want someone that's gonna give me that 50%, and I see it online all the time where it's like
balance.
And like you're gonna give like be that 70% for somebody when they're feeling 30%, and vice versa. And I think that's exactly what I wanted in my next relationship, and I wasn't gonna compromise on that. So dating this time around was like, I'm not taking no shit. If you're not right for me, I'm not wasting my time.
It's super draining as well when you give all of you to someone and then they're not giving it back, or like 10%. It's like, it's so draining.
And it just puts a barrier between you. So we actually ended up sleeping in different rooms. Like we basically were roommates, and like you see it happen all the time with people
Yeah.
where they drift apart and they just talk about like bills and like groceries and things like that.
House
and,
admin.
Yeah, exactly. Life
Yeah.
admin. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
awful.
life
Like
admin.
I don't want that. Like I want to be like have an emotional connection with someone.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you keep all of the good parts of a relationship, otherwise you're just friends. Like,
Yeah.
you're just friends living together, and there's no point
Yeah.
in that. Like you're wasting time.
Exactly. You have to have a connection with someone on a lot of different levels, but I think that's also the difference between when you're younger and when you get older, because when you're younger, it's all like you want the excitement, you want like all of the perks that come with a relationship without any of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And so it's all like, oh, we want the excitement, we want someone to like us, we want someone to dote on us, we want someone to like give us attention and energy. And then you sort of, I think a lot of people don't necessarily give that back in their younger years sometimes, because like in the beginning, it's all just about like the excitement.
Yes.
And it's not really about connecting, because I mean, when you're in your early 20s, you don't even know who you are.
No.
Like we've said this multiple times. You're not even a human, but
Yeah.
like you're not even a full person in your early 20s.
Am I meant to be a full person?
Well, you know, preferably at some point it happens, you know, but the thing is, it's like when you're younger, I don't think we actually put a lot of emphasis on connecting emotionally, but you don't necessarily need that in your younger years. Like you don't necessarily need like that emotional connection when you're really young, because you're still navigating your own emotions. You don't necessarily know how to handle them or how to articulate them or like feel them properly. So I think when we're younger, it's all like it's just about the excitement.
And then fireworks.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're like, oh, actually, I want someone that I actually like.
Yeah.
I want someone that I want to spend time with. I want someone that I can have proper conversations with, like you said. Not just like, oh, we're just talking about stuff that we have to talk about because we have to talk about it. It's like we want to have like deep, meaningful conversations and actually like go somewhere. And I'm not talking like life plans. I'm talking like, how do you feel about things? And what are your feelings on like, I don't know, the stars and where they come from.
Yeah.
Something like that. But basically, those kinds of
I know what you mean.
conversations. Yeah. See? Also, when you get older, depending on how your relationships have gone, you get to a point where you know what you love about love and what you don't love about love. And then you get there and you're like, right, I've had this. Didn't like it. Didn't necessarily have this, but I do want it.
Yes.
And then, or you've given that to someone, didn't get it back, and you're like, but I want that because I gave it to someone. So, like, you know, logically speaking, someone can give it to me. If I've given it to someone else, they can give it to me.
I feel when we're younger, we don't get taught that.
No.
So I think that's why it's just all about the physical and all about the excitement, you know, and you don't really care about anything else, about having an emotional conversation. You don't really want to connect. It's all about the excitement. So I think if we're not taught that, or we don't grow up, but then again, you learn by actually experiencing that. And then what happens is that obviously, like now, I think this is why we changed, so much has changed, because we go into so much of a serious and monotonous like kind of relationships. We lose that excitement as well. Like we've grown up so much with that excitement, and then we go on to like very like serious, so it's kind of like the opposite, like the opposite pole.
Yeah, I think I was watching this the other day where they were saying that a lot of people mistake calm relationships for boring, because you've gotten so like your nervous system has gotten so used to having all of this like trauma and toxicity and like all of this friction in a relationship that to you it's just become the norm. And so if you don't have that, you think that something's wrong, or you're like, this is boring, like there's nothing, like what am I doing here? But to your point earlier, what you were saying about like not being taught that when we're younger, I think obviously now things have started changing. People aren't necessarily having kids as young anymore. They're waiting a lot longer before they start having kids. And I think it's also because a lot of us may have realized that like when young people raise children, I'm not saying this happens all the time. This is just generally what I have seen and my opinion on it. But a lot of times when younger people raise children, if you haven't learned those lessons yourself yet, how are you going to teach someone else those lessons? And so you've got a bunch of people who haven't learned those lessons, teaching kids the way that they know how to navigate love, which isn't necessarily the right way. And that's why a person is taught that. And then only once you've gone through experiences and learned a lot of the stuff for yourself, you're like, oh, actually, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is actually what works for
Mhm.
me. But that's the other thing. Like, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Like you said, some people prefer a relationship that's more like life admin based,
Mhm.
not necessarily so involved, not necessarily such an emotional connection, because it's about what people have the capacity for. If you don't have capacity for an emotional connection, you're not necessarily going to want that because you can't handle it.
No.
So I think you need to find someone who's on the same level as you, which
Yeah.
is, minus everyone who's not the gender that you go for, minus your age range, your location, people on the same level as you. It's like, right, we'll just have this half a person that's left. I just need to find them. That's
the
my
whole
person.
entire world. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like mine doing
8
Where's
billion
Wally?
people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the thing is also, like, obviously red flags and green flags have become a very big thing in the last couple of years. I don't think they were necessarily such a big thing. But like people talking about red flags and green flags have become pretty big.
Yeah.
So are there any red flags you would previously ignore for the sake of connection that you no longer ignore? That face tells me yes already.
Yeah.
We've all been there, we've all done it.
Yeah.
But also, are there any, on the flip side of the red flags, obviously, are there any green flags you think people don't talk about enough? Like green flags that are important to you?
So red flags that I used to ignore, all of them.
Just like a bull, eh?
See
So you're
myself a
red
bad
flag?
boy, I'm going. My mum would be like, really? You're picking him? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. That's fair,
It
honestly.
made me feel good in the moment, right?
Yeah.
No, I generally, like, red flags never used to be a thing for me.
Mhm.
It would be off the connection.
Yeah.
And if I liked that person, that I would always look past those things. And I'd be like, it's fine. But a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
In terms of green flags now, though, I know more from my last relationship what my green flags are. And it comes with maturing as well.
Yeah.
But, like, somebody that dogs do not like.
Oh, yes.
If a dog doesn't like you, I'm sorry, that's
Yeah,
you're not
something's
my
wrong with you.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're a very good judge of character.
They are, yeah.
Mm.
So plus I've got a dog, so
Yeah.
for me it's a big part of my life. So if you can't get on with my dog and you can't love him the way I do,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But like somebody that gets on well with their family, like
Yeah.
you can tell a lot
Yes.
from someone if they get on with their family. And I get that, like, people have issues with their family, like nobody's perfect, you can't pick your family,
Yeah.
but like how you respond to those situations, that says a lot about a person. And
Yeah.
for me that's a green flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other ones, god. They're the two biggest ones for me,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, for me, a red flag, green flag, it's still out the picture in that sense because it's based on the connection. If I've got a good connection with someone and like you're not doing anything to harm me or
Yeah.
hurt me or show me that like we're not going to be good together,
Yeah.
then that's enough.
Yeah. That's fair. Tiff?
Yeah.
Red flags, green flags?
Thing is, you don't realize the red flags up until the end of after you've passed that relationship,
Yeah.
and it's sod's law that happens. And I think red flags, it's how I think mainly where so it's kind of like if I think the example is with your dog, like if you have something or if you have a passion or if you have your likes, kind of like you have your opinions and then the other person's like, no, but you're wrong, kind of like, and it makes you feel really like what's the word, like devalues your opinion or devalues your feelings, like
minimizes.
like minimizes, there we go,
Yeah.
like minimizes you quite all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's a big red flag. And yeah, for green flags, I'm a really giving person, like really giving person. So I think what you said earlier, for me, for my next relationship would be to look for someone to balance out. Like I can't, like it's been exhausting and draining to give to someone and then for them not to give, and
I think that comes down to love language, though, and finding the right person that like marries up with your love language. Because when I was younger and in my early 20s, you don't really care about love languages.
No.
Every you're doing all of them essentially because it's like the fireworks moment. And only now have I realised actually what mine are and what kind of will complement mine. And like if you're a giver, like you need someone that can receive that as well as give it to you if that's what you want, because it depends on the type of giver you are as well.
I think my last relationship taught me like the most. Obviously, well, to be fair, it was like the only very serious relationship that I had ever, other than the other ones. But like my red flags, the first sign of manipulation, that's it. I'm sorry. Manipulation is something that I will not tolerate in any form, shape, size. I don't care. Any form of manipulation whatsoever. That includes things like lying, or like even withholding the truth is still lying. So like any form of manipulation or acceptance is another one. Like if you're not accepting of other people around me, so like if I am with you and you judge other people and you don't accept that, that tells me more about you than I need to know about how you treat me. Because if you treat me well, but you treat other people like crap, that tells me you just generally treat people like crap, but you're treating me well because you want something from me. So it's like, if you're not going to treat other people well, that to me is also it's a very big red flag. And then someone who expects you to be their whole world, I don't have the capacity for that. It's not necessarily a red flag, but I don't have the capacity to be that for someone, and I'm not going to expect someone to be that for me. So to me, that's like also an immediate, we're just misaligned somehow. It's not a red flag, I would say, but it's like a misaligned whatever. Green flags, I think that I think one that doesn't get talked about enough necessarily is all the small things. Like when people are doing all the small things for you, a lot of times I think we tend to minimalize it. Well, I know I used to, because to me it's like, oh, it's not a grand gesture.
Oh, I don't care. Like, put my phone on charge, my heart's melting.
But see, that's the thing. That's literally the thing. That's the point that I got to now. Because I also used to be like, if someone's not like, when I was younger, I was very much about grand gestures, and because obviously you grow up, you're watching movies, you're reading books, like all of them are this big grand gesture.
Speaker on your
like
shoulder outside my window.
Outside of the boom
with the 80s song.
Exactly. So that was something I don't think I actually fully appreciated until I got older, because the thing is, life's not made up of grand gestures unless you're in a movie. Which, to be honest, most of us are not. No. You know, actors are obviously in movies, but it's all fake.
But if you see this.
But yeah, so we'll just put a big arrow above your head. A Broadway arrow. There you go. This way. But yeah, I think now it's like, to me, life's made up of all the small gestures. So all the small things are what's important, because the small things tell me you're thinking of me.
Yes.
Grand gestures are like, yes, you're thinking of me, but a lot of times grand gestures can be misconstrued as you're trying to show everyone else that you're thinking of me. And I don't care about what everyone else sees. I care about what I see, because I'm the one you're in a relationship with. And so that, I think those are probably...
It just shows they're a considerate person, and they're thinking of you, and you're being noticed. Like,
exactly.
And that was one thing that I didn't feel in my last relationship, and I knew I needed that. So, like, in this relationship now, literally the smallest thing, and I'm like, I can't even, because I'm so not used to it. Like, I can't get my head around it, and everyone's like, it's just a small, and I'm like, it's not to me. Like, that means a lot.
Yeah, because you haven't had that in the past. So it's really weird when you get like someone with that gesture, like, hang on, what is happening?
Wait, did
like,
you just
do that? That's the thing, like with that whole, your nervous system. It's like, you're like, hang on, something's not right. And actually it's very right, but you're not used to it. And so you're like, what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know what to do with the situation.
Biggest
what's happening?
overthinker. My head
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Oh, same.
oh,
Yeah,
God.
same.
Like,
Same.
wait, when's the moment? Right, it's gonna go bad, right?
Yeah.
No, you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. You literally just sat there
Too
waiting
good to
for
be
that.
true, yeah.
Yeah.
What you said just now about other people are like, it's not that big. So like when you say other people, are you talking about like just people that you know, or like friends? How do you feel friends impact our relationships? Because obviously friends are always in a relationship. They indirectly they will be present in your relationship because your friends are always around.
Yeah.
Like I've had this conversation before. I said to Tiff, I was like, if she doesn't like someone, I won't date them. And it's not a thing of, oh, I value, well, obviously I would value her more than the person because I just met the person, probably. But the thing is, because I know her values and I know that she wouldn't have an issue with someone for no reason. She would have a proper reason why she would have a problem with them. So I wouldn't date that person because Tiff is such a big, like, she's integrated into my life at this point. So it's like, she's such a big part of my life. It's like, how do I separate that from someone that I'm dating? Like, I can't just never have the two of you in the room together. So how do you feel relationships and your friendships kind of like integrate in that way?
There's kind of two parts to that, really. I mean, in terms of like when you're talking to somebody, like a friend, about your relationship, which when you get into a relationship, you will do a lot, right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you're excited,
Yeah.
you want to like share them, like your feelings, like especially for me this time around because I've had such a turbulent year. Like having some good in my life, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to talk to my friends. So I think the perspective from a single friend and a perspective from someone that's in a relationship, depending on whether it's a happy run or not, will depend on how they react to like anything that you say to them. So like saying like, oh, this is what happened, it's a small thing, like that's either come from someone that's single and needs grand gestures, or it's come from someone unhappy in their relationship, right? And then on the flip side, if like you're like meeting friends and introducing that person to your friends, you want them to get on with them. Because like you two are like such a big part of like each other's lives. Like it's going to be awkward for you to be around each other if like you're with that new partner. And like I was quite nervous about introducing people. I always have been introducing people to my family because not so much of like any reflection of me, but like, is that person going to get on with them? Are they? And vice versa, like your family has to like them, and they also have to like your family, because otherwise it could be really awkward. I mean, at Christmas, could you imagine?
It's like, how do you handle that then? How do you handle that when the people don't like each other? Because now you sit with this choice. Do you continue and you know that there's constant friction, or do you end it with this person that you actually like? And I mean, it obviously also depends on how far you are into the relationship before you introduce them, because that's going to then dictate how deep you've gotten into the relationship, essentially, and like how attached you get to the person. And it's like, when you get to that point, if you're in really deep, like, where do you go if they don't like each other? So I think that will always be a constant worry. Even if you know 100% without a doubt for a fact that they will like your family will like them, I think it's going to be a constant thing, because you're like, but what if they don't? And I have the same thing, because my family's insane. So like, it's like, if you don't like my family, it's like fine, valid, you know. If you don't like my family, that's all right. Like,
I don't like your family, I love them.
Okay. That's gonna go sideways very quickly. It's like,
wait, are you two in a relationship?
We're in a platonic relationship, yes. We're friends.
And actually, you've met my family and they loved you as well.
And you spend time with Mama Julie. You spend time with
Mama
my
Julie,
family, with Mama Julie all the time. I was like,
I'm adopted in the family, so I'm the adopted
she
daughter.
Is. I was gonna say, like, you got to be very careful what you say with my family, because my mom watches the channel.
Love you, Mama Julie.
So it's like, but I think it's like I said, like I would always be worried, because I would worry, like, how is this person going to navigate the insanity that is my family? Because we're like very on point, and like, I mean, obviously, like, we get it, like at work or whatever, we get it, because we're very much the same in that in that aspect. But you would then understand what I mean about my family is just like me when it comes to that stuff like that.
Same.
And so it's like, how is someone else going to handle that?
That's my biggest worry, because I was so nervous introducing like my partner to my parents, and I was literally sat there at the table nervous, and he's like, it's gonna be fine. I'm like, I know it's gonna be fine. But my parents are an acquired taste.
Yes.
They're very straight to the point and like honest, and like I love that about them, and it's how they've raised me. And don't get me wrong, like they're the best family. But like for some people, like my ex-partner, his family was the opposite, like polar opposite, and whenever I was around them, I felt like I couldn't be my true self, because like we'd sit there, we'd swear, it'd be banter, and it'd just be like a bit like carnage. We're getting drunk and just nothing's off the table, like we'd make jokes at each other and stuff, and like that can be a lot to handle for someone, and some people can just be like, oh, I don't know how to handle it, get in their shell, and you're like, okay, I want someone that like can open up and have that banter with them. So I was like, is that gonna happen this time? And it did. It was literally perfect. And I was like, oh my god, it went so well. And I was just like, what was I nervous for?
That's the thing. I think when you finally find that person who can actually integrate that well with your family, it's like, okay, yes, this is my person. Because but it's the same concept. Like what I said, if Tiff doesn't like someone, I wouldn't date them, because of the fact that, like, how do you navigate that then? It's the same like with my family. So that was something that was with my previous relationship. My family wasn't a very big part of my life. And that was on me, because I allowed them to essentially close me off from my family. And now moving forward, like my family has become such a big part of my life that I wouldn't be able to handle being with someone where family is not a big part of their lives, because they wouldn't understand why I spend that much time with my family, or why I would do this for my family, or why, I would put myself out for my family if need be, that kind of thing, because I know they do the same for me. And so if you don't have that relationship with your family, I think it's very difficult to be in a relationship with someone who does, because of the fact that you won't understand people's motivations and their actions. Because you're like, this doesn't make sense to me. And that could also cause some friction. In the end, you'd end up worrying, like, every time you go around to your family, are they going to get upset now? Because now you're taking time away from them to go and spend with your family, which is like,
but you shouldn't
my
have
family
to separate
was
it.
there. Exactly. My family was there long before I knew you. Like, I spend time with you like almost every other day. I'm spending like 1 or 2 days with my family. Like, this shouldn't be a big deal. But to some people it is. And I know this firsthand. And it's like, I don't know if I'd be able to handle that.
I don't know if I would or wouldn't. I think it does depend on like how deep you're in that relationship when it kind of happens, because if it's early on and you can like reconsider, right? It'll hurt, but you'll be fine. There'll be another one.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Exactly, but like if you're like really deep into the relationship and you're already on that like falling in love part, and then you go and introduce them, they don't get on, you're like, oh, for God's sake. Like, now I'm gonna have to navigate this. I don't know how I would. And that's, I think, why I was so nervous this time round, because I was actually like, I actually see potential with this one. I've made sure that this one's like the right person for me. I don't want this to be like a negative. But if I could cut them out of my life, I don't know if I could. Like,
well, your family or the partner?
Either.
Fair.
Because it comes down to that. Like, sometimes like people put their partner in a position where they're like, I don't want to see your family. Like, do you know what I mean?
But
if
then
someone
that
gives
goes
me that
into the
ultimatum,
manipulation that I was thinking that.
That's what I'm saying. That's something I wouldn't. That's something I won't. That I won't tolerate. That. It's like, if I decide not to spend time with them for you, then that's my choice. If someone gives me an ultimatum or something and is like, oh no, you can't see your family for this and this and this reason, I'd be like, well, there's the door. See ya. Bye. It's been good knowing you. I don't care how long we've been in a relationship, because that's a lesson that I had to learn. And now that I've learned that lesson, that's just something I won't tolerate. So I think it's like, obviously, like with my previous relationship, that's where I learned that lesson, and that's why I feel so strongly about it. So like me personally, I wouldn't. But I mean, obviously, let's say everyone's different. That's something that I learned.
Yeah,
and that's
I've
why
never
I
been
act.
put in that position, so I could never really like have a strong enough opinion on that.
Yeah.
There's been other things in relationships that I have a very strong opinion on.
Do you want to share any of those strong opinions?
Comes down to like not just not manipulation with like friends and family. I've never really been put in that position, but like how they can control you.
Yes.
And things
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I have a problem with. And I never saw it in the relationship because you're kind of like love struck. And
Yeah.
you're like,
yeah. You don't see it
you're
until the
blind
end.
to it.
And
yeah.
it's subtle changes, like little things that happen over time. And so it's like a frog in boiling water. So it's like it's constantly heating up, and you don't see it. And when you get to the end of it and you finally see the light and you look back and you think, how on earth did I tolerate any of that?
Yeah.
Like literally being cut off from people and changing your whole personality, changing your opinions, like
how to do things, what to wear,
Exactly.
who you can hang around with,
Exactly.
things like that. And it's just like, but like in the moment you're like, oh, but I really love this person.
Or they come with, oh, it's because I care about you. Oh, it's because I love you. This makes me feel this kind of way. And then you're like, okay, cool. And it's fine. Like if someone will explain to you, like, I don't like it when you do or say this or you dress like this because it makes me feel this way. They have a right to say that. It's communication's fine. But if the reason is not valid, and when I say valid, I mean, oh, I don't want you to go out with your friends because I don't like it when you don't spend time with me. To me, that's not a valid reason not to go out with your friends.
No.
And it's like, oh, I don't want you to meet up with your friends at this place or your singular friend at this restaurant to have a meal because I'm worried you might meet other guys there. That's not a valid reason. It's like, why are you so worried I'm going to meet other guys?
Trauma.
We're going for food. Dude, I'm there for the food.
Yeah, but that's their trauma.
Yeah, I know this now. I know this now. Obviously, at the time, it made sense. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they're just a little bit worried or what, oh, yeah, no, guys are like this, so they'll do this and this. And they give you a logical reason which makes sense at the time.
And then you start making excuses for them. And
that's when it gets dangerous.
Yeah.
Is when you start making excuses for bad behavior when other people call it out and you're like, actually. And then the best part of all is you think about it later on and you're like, if anyone else was telling me the things I was telling someone, I would have told them run.
Yeah.
Been like, just drop all your shit and just run.
Yeah, but it's easy to give advice and not take it.
We've said this before as well. We've said this before as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can give the best
advice, literally.
But we don't follow it.
We don't follow it.
Don't follow our own advice.
No.
It's like, why?
Going back a little bit to the family thing.
Yeah.
I feel that I lost my train of thought again. With my family, because my family is mainly like most of my family are like Latin American, so they're really like fiery and loud and things like that. So they're fun, exactly. They're really out there. So. And I'm like, I was really worried about like introducing like partners to them because, sometimes, people can be like very like, oh, you're not used to, because as soon as they meet someone, they're like, oh, hello, like, with hugs and kisses and everything.
Yeah.
And some people maybe not used to that. So it's like, but then anyone like I introduce other my friends and like they just get along so well. And
your family's very difficult not to get along with, to be H. Like honestly,
I mean exactly. That's what I mean, and this is where I had the like the mind blown the mind blown moment where like it's not my family, it's not like the cultures, it's just the person that's trauma and yeah. But I would 100% trust, like, if exactly the same, that I would, whoever I've date or am interested in, like, I would, like, trust her intuition 100%, because I know she would tell me, nope, they're not good for you, they're not, like, you need to, like, move on, and it's happened before, so she's been 100% true.
I give reasons, though.
Yeah.
I give logical reasons why. I don't
valid,
just say, just move on. I say, this is why I feel like it's probably not the best fit.
Yeah. But I think I could listen to that from someone in the early stages.
Yeah.
But if it got a little bit, I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm stubborn.
Yeah,
I
but
can't. I can't do it.
that's the thing, though.
I like this person. I'm sorry.
It's because you're caught up in that, like, especially like in the honeymoon phase. I think it's also very difficult because
I hate
obviously
the honeymoon stage.
it's
I love to hate it. I mean,
Because I'm like Dora, I'm like
you're
in
not
the
thinking
ocean,
straight.
like, give me.
So say it's like you're not really thinking 100% straight because there's like all of that. There's all that excitement and there's like all of these hormones that are going and there's like all of the your serotonin's going and there's just like you feel good and they can do no wrong and it's just like and then after that starts to die down, that's when the real work actually begins.
Why does it have to die down?
You can keep it alive with work.
That's why I love to hate it. Okay? I just want it to continue forever and just be this lovey-dovey, like, beautiful thing.
It is possible, but the thing is, after the honeymoon phase, that's when it takes work. So you can keep it like that. It takes a bit more effort.
Yeah.
And it takes two to tango, so.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. There's two parties in
Yeah, it
this
does.
relationship, mostly.
No comment.
Moving on. So this week's game is Toxic or Tame, a new game that we're going to try out and see how that works. So yellow is toxic, blue is tame. So rapid fire, here we go.
Oh wait, that's the toxic. That must be my toxic trait.
It was nice knowing you. Right. Toxic or tame? Still being friends with your ex? Yeah.
Depends on the friendship.
It is. I was going to say it's dependent on. There's a lot of factors. Like it depends on the relationship you had. Depends on how it ends, how you parted, how your new relationship is. I personally would not do it. Reason being is I broke up with that person for a reason, and I also feel like this is just my perspective. Obviously, it's not because the other person would feel this way or whatever, but I feel like it could be disrespectful to the new person, obviously depending on how they feel about it. But I would probably have no reason to talk to that person anymore, so that's why I'm going toxic.
Yeah,
it's not like
just weird for me.
Yeah, to me it's not like toxic as in I don't know why you go in the tame, but like between toxic and tame, I would go toxic. To me, it's more toxic than tame.
Yeah, me too. I in my experience, I wouldn't want my partner to be friends with their exes because it seems there's always like a possibility. It gives me like the belief that it could be a possibility, like a way out, like another that they could go back together kind of thing. So
I completely get both of your points, right? So in my situation, and I'm friends is probably the wrong word for it. Like kind of. Because so my situation at the moment is I have a dog and I have an ex and we own the dog together, right?
Oh yeah, you got shared custody.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to be in contact with this person, right? And we didn't end on bad terms. Like nobody cheated on each other. Like there was no like bad blood. We were essentially just friends in the relationship anyway, and that is why we ended.
Yeah.
So for me, like I have to talk to my ex. So my new partner would have to understand that because I have a dog with them. I wouldn't say like we're best friends, like we talk every day. Like if we're talking about the dog.
Okay, yeah.
Like that's the thing. So like in that respect, I'm okay with like being friends with exes because of situations, especially at this age. If you're going to meet someone at this age, they're going to have kids or dogs.
Yeah, I was
going to
say it's the same as like a kid.
So like you kind of have to like be okay with that, and I understand fully why people wouldn't be okay with that because like I've been cheated on in the past and it was with someone who got back with their ex and eventually they did get back together, and like I get that can be like a touchy subject for some people, but I think that comes down to trust of the person that you're with, and the belief in the relationship that you have together, and if it's a strong enough connection and like you're like everything's good, then there shouldn't be a reason why it would be a problem. But I totally appreciate
that's fair.
I'm not shut down your opinions.
I'm not shutting down either yours.
No, that's what I say. Like, it all depends on. It's very circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
depending on what you talk about, like, or what the situation is. I wouldn't do it from my side because of my reasons.
Mhm.
But I mean, it all depends on the situation.
Well,
So,
I
like
think
with kids
friends
and
is
stuff.
the wrong word for me.
Yeah, it's more like you have like shared interest,
Yeah.
and that is like point of focus.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
Which is why I couldn't say toxic. 'Cause
yeah,
technically,
yeah.
I am.
Anyway. Right, toxic or tame, not posting you on their socials.
Well, I think that's just bloody cringe, but
Okay, no, let's rephrase this.
okay.
They refuse to post you on their socials.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't be asking them to post me on the socials because that's cringe as hell. But if they wouldn't, and I asked, then yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Share me.
Share me. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Works well,
Yes.
right?
The only reason why I'm doing Tame is because because I don't really, if they do other things that are like nice, like I wouldn't care about like social media is fine, but
Yeah.
like if they do other nice things, like it's the small things kind of
Mhm.
thing, but they just don't post. But yeah.
Okay. What if they post photos of them with their friends and they refuse to post photos of you?
Yeah.
Why are you not sharing me?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
That's
this is the
true.
thing, right? Why my mind automatically goes to, why don't you want me on your socials?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who are you hiding me from?
Do you want to appear single?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that's where my mind goes.
She.
Then toxic. Post me.
She gets very passionate about things sometimes.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, that's how I interpret the question, is like, they don't post you on their socials.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to post you on their socials. They post other people, but they won't post you. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the reason? There has to be
Are you embarrassed
a
of me?
toxic reason. Yeah, and then you shouldn't be together with that person anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, if they just don't post anybody on their socials and they just, you know, maybe you take some photos together and you make it your profile picture or something, but no one just puts it on their socials. To be fair, I'm not very active on social media all the time anyway.
Same.
So, I mean, other than the channel, obviously, but that's all
Cringe.
automated.
Sorry. that's just me. If you do
But-
that, good for you. I'm happy for you.
You do you, baby.
Exactly. You do you. You do what makes you happy, right? Does not make me happy.
And that is perfectly fine. Right. Toxic or tame, double texting.
What does that mean?
As in,
Like texting someone
twice.
else?
yeah, like
Wait,
they,
what?
like they send you a message. To me, when I think of double texting, it's like they text you, you don't reply, they text you again. That to me is like double texting. So like not carrying on the conversation in one, like multiple messages like you do. Like literally
I
one
see.
sentence in like 6 different messages.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I do that.
That's not what I mean when I say double texting.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
One word, like conversation just spans over a page. I'm like,
That's not double texting.
Okay.
To me, double texting is like they message you, you don't necessarily reply straight away. Let's say, for example, they message you, maybe you're out with friends,
Mhm.
and you don't reply straight away. Maybe you don't even check your phone. I mean, if you're out, I'm not talking about being out like in a club or something. I'm talking like maybe you go for a hike, or maybe you go to have like tea, or maybe you know, something like that. And you don't reply the first time that they text you.
And you've
like,
told them about this.
yeah, they're fully aware of it. We have
Yeah.
communication in the relationship,
Yeah.
right? And then they text you again, like, why aren't you replying, or something like that.
That's a little bit toxic.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you double text.
So does he.
Yeah,
Text me
that's
all you
fine.
want. I don't care. If
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to talk to me.
Yeah,
Like,
I think mine probably. again, technically to me, it's not toxic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, I'm just 100% okay with it. It depends on the situation, depends what's in the messages, depends on why you're double texting.
I think it depends on the stage of the relationship, because
That
I
too.
would lean more to this if it was like your dating stage, you're like
Yes.
talking stages,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Whereas like if you're in a relationship, text me all you want.
Yeah.
Like, you're my person.
Yeah.
But if I'm just starting talking to you and like trying to get to know each other, I'm like, okay, that's
And you're being a bit clingy,
it's a bit of a red flag.
Yeah. I think I'm a little bit triggered because this actually happened in a previous relationship where when I used to work in retail, we couldn't have our phones on us.
Mm-hmm.
And so my phone was constantly in my locker. So I didn't have my phone with me. And this person knew full well I'm at work. Like, it's work. It's not like I just made these plans last minute. I work, right? And they would message me when they knew I was like work. So not when I'm on break or my lunchtime or whatever it is. They would message me while I was at work. And then obviously I don't have my phone with me, so I wouldn't reply. And then they would message me again. Why aren't you replying to my messages? And then I would get to my phone at like lunchtime or my break time or whatever, and I've got like 6 or 7 messages, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Okay. Spoiler alert, I still stayed in the relationship for quite a while, longer than I should have. But my point is just like, that to me is now, because I know where that leads to and what that points to, because those are early signs of other worse things.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is toxic.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just a little bit triggered. But
yeah, but no, I agree with that. That is toxic.
Yeah,
and
that's
I think
like,
it
in that
depends
sense.
on the text
Yes.
that you're getting as well. Because if it's just like you've messaged about something and it's like mid conversation or halfway through, or even at the end of a conversation, and then the second part is like a new conversation or something, and it's not questioning you.
Yeah.
Like if it was questioning you, then it'd be a bit like, right, calm down.
Yeah.
Bro, please.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd also be like, if someone's messaging you and maybe they say like, oh, I'll see you later for this, or, oh, we're going to do this. And then they go, oh, actually, can we do this as well? Whatever. And then technically that's like double texting.
Yeah.
But I would be okay with that, because that's just like, to me, that's like an update to the first message.
Yeah.
It's not like being upset that you didn't reply to the first message. So yeah, it could go either way.
I mean, to be fair, my double, triple, 4 times, 5 times texting is different. Because it's got to do. It's just rubbish. Like, it's about like
It's literally like pieces
like
of your thought pattern.
It is. It's like, I thought of this. Oh, but then I thought of this as well. Oh, I thought of this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shopping list.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Literally,
she'll like a shopping list.
she'll message me and she'll go like, she'll message me and she'll be like, oh yeah, are we gonna do this? Like, are we meeting up like at this time for gym or whatever? And then also, are we gonna do this? Or what are we doing today? Are we doing like legs? Are we doing arms? Are we doing like
just
back?
how my brain works.
And then she'll go, oh, by the way, like this person says hi. And like, oh, I hope that your day's going okay.
Oh yeah, Lucy says hi.
6 messages later.
Exactly, it's different.
Yeah.
But in a relationship, it's a bit clingy. I'm like, nah.
So say
I don't want to
to
feel the pressure of having to message you. Like, you're already fully aware that I was out, that I was working, I was doing this, I was doing that. Like, don't like pressure me. Like, it's no.
Yeah, but I think that also comes very much down to experience, like what experiences you've had in relationships. Because obviously, I think like, especially for you and me, we've been in similar situations. I think for us that's sort of triggering, because it starts to, your brain automatically goes, this is looking very familiar. And it's not necessarily the case, and it's something a person does need to be mindful of, because you can't punish someone else for mistakes they may never make just because you've been hurt a certain way, because it's not fair. But I think that's probably why we're going the direction we're going and you're going the direction you're going, because like we've both been sort of like suffocated in relationships.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And so you don't want that. That's like the last thing that you want moving on to new relationships. And so it can sometimes feel that way when it gets to that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Toxic or tame? Checking your phone while you're in the shower. Not you, your partner checking your phone while you're in the shower.
I was gonna say that'd be a bit dangerous.
Tiff, why are you make a decision?
Thinking about it. Because It's happened to me. Basically, it's happened. I mean, I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Literally nothing to hide.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
But if it's other things like the notes, then.
Oh yeah, okay, no. Okay, for context.
Okay, right
okay,
now, I
for
didn't have
context.
anything.
So wait, hang on. For context, so we were talking about it in one of our last episodes where we were talking about would you rather have like your would you rather have to say all your intrusive thoughts out loud, or would you rather have your notes app just randomly read out your notes to random strangers, right? So I was like intrusive thoughts because I say what I'm thinking most of the time anyway. And the thing is that I write pieces of my romance novels in my notes, so I don't want that to be read out loud to random strangers, and that's where the notes thing comes
my
from.
notes is funny because it's just loads of passwords. I have all my notes on there. I've even got like really ridiculous just drawings of things where like when I once had a phone with a stylus and I was like, let's just write that note down. Like they're all still on there.
Okay.
I have like 60,000 emails on all 7 accounts. Like I don't delete things.
Okay. Fair. Fair.
That takes time I could be doing something else, right? But I don't know.
To me, okay, my thing is like,
Context.
why are you checking my phone while I'm in the shower? To me, that already tells me there's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Because either number one, you don't trust me, and then my question would be why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know for a fact I haven't done anything to make you distrust me, because I wouldn't do anything to make you distrust me. So my question is, why don't you trust me? Secondly, instead of coming to me like a grown-ass man or human being, whatever the hell, you feel the need to check my phone while I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, again, why don't you just talk to me? Again, then we have a problem in our relationship.
Yeah.
If you can't just have a proper conversation with me, there's a problem. So to me, it's not like, oh, I'm offended you check my phone while I'm in the shower. I could care less. I'll put your fingerprint on my phone and you're welcome to check it whenever you want. I don't really care. The point is, if you're checking it while I'm in the shower, that tells me you're not checking it while I'm with you. So you do, it's scaly, right? It's very sus. You're doing it in a sus way, and to me that tells me there's a problem in our relationship, because why are you doing it like that?
That's the part for me that I agree with is toxic, but the part that I'm like unsure on is the fact that I'm like, well, I've got nothing to hide, like check my phone.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Same.
So it's
It doesn't matter. Like check, that's what's it. Check my phone whenever you want. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like,
But then if you're
have
doing
fun
behind
with
my
that.
you're
back,
probably gonna have more like emotional trauma once you're done with it. So that's not my problem. But like, the thing is, checking it while I'm in the shower, why are you doing it when I'm not present? Like, what could your reasoning be?
That's the toxic part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that to me is,
Agreed.
Right, toxic or tame? Saying, I'm not ready for a relationship, but acting like you're in one.
Just get in a relationship.
Exactly.
Why string
make
me
your
along?
mind up.
Oh, I don't like labels. That's the biggest red flag
Grow
there
up.
is. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, then go drive a no-name car. Like, honestly, if you don't like labels and brands. But anyway.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And take all
You
the
drive
badges
it.
off your car.
Nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I don't like that. The thing is also, the whole thing of I'm not ready for a relationship, but you're acting like you're in one. It's a cop-out, because it's I want all the benefits of a relationship without having to be mature enough to actually handle one properly. So it's like, I can get everything I need from you because we're acting like we're in a relationship. I get all of these benefits, but the day that you need something, sorry, we're not in a relationship. Yeah.
Also, I think it comes down to what makes it more toxic is if you've gone on like a dating app, for example, and you're starting to talk to someone and you're dating and like you've intentionally gone out to date somebody and then you say,
You're not ready.
I'm not ready.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like you're
Yeah.
just
that
leading
happens
people
all the
on.
time.
You're
Yeah.
hurting people's feelings. Like
Yeah.
that other person's clearly ready for a relationship, otherwise they wouldn't be on the dating app. But then again, most dating apps these days are just places where people go to find sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is frustrating.
Yeah, it's not actually. People don't go to dating apps to date. They should just rename the apps.
Yeah.
They should really just rename them.
What should they rename?
Just be like
Tinder
booty
to?
call 1, booty call 2, and then because that's the only reason people use these apps anymore.
is, yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
really frustrating for people who actually use it to date
Yeah.
or who want to use it to date. It's really frustrating. But then again, I think we should just go back to the old I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I don't know if even I could do that. Go back to the old days of just actually talking to people in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, hello. I'd be awkward. I'd be awkward AF sometimes
Yeah,
when it
me
comes to
too.
talking to people. Okay, because
I don't do well with strangers.
I'd just make a tit of myself, and then they wouldn't want to be with me anyway. So, but like by the time like they're actually in the relationship, and then they can, like the walls can come down and the weird can come out, you're like captured. It's too late now.
Yeah, my thing is I'm just weird straight off the bat. I'm just weird anyway. Because
no,
if you
don't
can
get me
handle
wrong,
me,
I'm
you meet me,
weird. But like, just to a level.
oh no, I'm not
Then
contained.
the extra like 20% comes out, and you're like,
Yeah, no, I'm not contained. My whole thing, like, and to be fair, I'm sure it's probably the same for most guys as well. But my whole thing, like, about talking to people in person is, like, obviously with dating apps, you're given parameters. Like, you would presume, although it's probably the wrong assumption, is that the person on the dating app is single, not in a relationship. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Anyway, and the thing is, like, you put on your interests, so you already can kind of narrow down whether you could get along with this person or not. But now it's like you go and you talk to someone, and some people are just abrasive when people talk to them. Just straight off the bat, people are just like all shut down. So it's difficult to talk to people like that. Also, like if I go and I start talking to a guy, a lot of times, and I know this is past trauma, but like a lot of times I'm worried if I start talking to you, are you going to entertain it even if you're in a relationship because you're getting attention? Or would you just tell me straight away, sorry, I'm in a relationship, once you realize that maybe I'm flirting with you or whatever? So that's always something that I struggle with, because that's normally why I let guys approach me first. Because again, I would hope and presume that if you're approaching me, you are single.
it's not always the case.
No, it's not, but it's more likely to be the case than if I would just go and approach random people.
Yeah.
So that's why, and again, it does make things difficult because it's not fair to just expect guys to make the first move all the time. But then again, it's like, that's the way it always was. You know, like men would always approach women, and that was just kind of how things worked. But now again, with like women empowerment and women wanting to be on the same level as men, it's like, can we expect them to just have to do that the whole time? Because that's a lot of pressure to put on someone. Because then you're constantly expecting them to go out on a limb, taking a chance that they might get shut down, but you're not willing to take the same chance. So it's like, it's not the fact that I might get shut down that's a problem for me. For me, it's a problem that I'm worried about. If I approach someone who is not single, are they going to entertain it, or will they tell me straight away, sorry, I'm with someone?
Yeah.
Because if someone's like, sorry, I'm with someone, I'll be like, I am so sorry, move on.
Like respect.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be
right?
like, good on you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'd be like, she's a very lucky woman.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And then, but then you get men who will entertain it because they like attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying this is just men. This is just my experience because I don't date women. So I'm pretty sure women do it as well, to be fair.
100%, yeah.
But like, yeah, that's always something I've struggled with. But we should probably just get back to the whole thing of just actually talking to people in person and just get off fucking that.
Thank God I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, well, the rest of us are not necessarily, well, I say the rest of us, but a few of us, not necessarily so lucky, but yes. But you guys met on a dating app, right?
Thank you, Tinder.
Not sponsored by Tinder.
Yeah. Yeah, we just like to put this out there. It's not sponsored by Tinder in any way.
I don't sponsor that, no.
No.
If you want to, here we are.
You know.
Yeah, she's a good candidate. Us two, I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
I met my ex on Tinder too. Obviously that didn't work out.
So
This
you've got
time
like
round.
you got like a Tinder thing going, eh?
Yeah, Tinder's the one. Is it? No,
No.
they're all the same.
No.
Yeah.
They are all the same.
No, I've
There's
met
not
some
one better than the other.
I met some weird people on Tinder. Met some weird people on Bumble.
I met some really weird people on Hinge.
Yeah, same.
Oh God.
I just met a bunch of random, and it's like all these people just lying about stuff. Dude, the amount of times I meet up with someone and it's like, you, number one, you look about 15 years older than your profile picture. That's the first problem.
You're
Second-
6 foot looking down on them.
Yeah, I'd like to announce I too am 6 foot, apparently. But like, we had this conversation before as well. It's like, if you lie about your height and that's not an issue. The height is not the issue, right? But it's one of the most common things that people lie about, I've noticed. And the only reason why you know that they're lying about is obviously when you meet up, you're like, you ain't this height. Like, you ain't 5'7", you ain't 6 foot, you ain't 6'2", whatever it is, right?
Wait, can I just cut in there?
Mm.
You're saying height's not the issue. So would you date someone smaller than you?
That's my personal preference, though.
What, you want someone shorter than you?
No, I don't. Because the thing is, with my ex, I could never wear heels because we were always the same height.
Yeah.
And it felt awkward.
Amen.
So, yes, I'm not saying... My point is that a lot of people, guys especially, lie about their height because then no one would talk to them necessarily, right? So I understand why they lie about their height, because they're hoping that they start talking to you and you like them enough not for it to matter.
Yes.
However, my problem is if you are lying about your height, it's such a trivial thing to lie about.
What else are you lying about?
Mm-hmm.
And like the one that I had where they were lying about their height, their age, their profession, and their pictures.
Were they the person that they...
I think so. Like the photos kind of resembled them, I guess. But yeah, see, this is my point.
You didn't just walk up to the wrong person.
Well, considering they walked up to me, I would be a bit concerned.
Right.
But yes, the thing is, it's the principle. It's the principle about why. Like, again, if you're going to lie about something like that, what else can you lie about?
Yeah.
The thing is, all of the other information that's on there that may have attracted me to you, like your answers to questions or like your hobbies, is that true? Because if I'm attracted to you, then it'll be because I like your personality. I like the way that you answer questions, but it's all in your dating profile. Is that you? Or is that just an answer that you put on there to get clicks, to get swipes, to get whatever you want to call it?
Clickbait.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get into that because that's going to become a whole different rant. Okay, we're just moving on. Okay, next one, last one. Toxic or tame? Their mom still does their laundry. You're a grown-ass human being. Do it yourself.
Like, don't get me wrong, grown-ass man, like, do it yourself.
Okay, but it also depends on if you're living at home with your parents.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're sharing the load, like, you're both doing it for each other, then, like...
Okay, yeah.
Green flag.
If you're doing it for each other, but let's say, for example, you don't live with your parents, okay? And you drive to your parents' house to drop off your laundry every week so that your mum can wash it and dry it and fold it for you.
Even if you don't have a washing machine yourself, there's a laundrette.
Yeah.
Do it. Grow up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, if you live with your parents and like you said, if you're sharing the load, fine.
Yeah, that's
like,
cute.
That's like that, but that's all family orientated. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do mine?
Oh, you're gonna share the load?
Yeah, sure. I'll bring it round.
You'll carry it to the washer.
The reason why I think it's tame,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who does your laundry if you do it or someone else does it. Just don't expect me to do it.
It's not about the laundry though.
Yeah.
It's about the fact that
That
you don't know how to do
can
laundry.
Yeah.
But yes, okay, yes. Like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Whoever
I'm not
can
going to
do-
mummy someone.
No.
I mummied the last
Exactly.
one.
No, I don't want to
That's
babysit.
what I was like,
Exactly. I don't want
I'm-
to babysit.
Yeah, I'm looking for a partner, not a child, not a project. I
Yeah.
want a partner. That's
you.
what I want. So, you know, if you want packed lunches and shit, go look somewhere else. That's just, yeah.
She's your girlfriend, not your mum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not your mum. Right, that was a fun game. It was very interesting, heated at times, but it was fun.
Hopefully it was entertaining for you guys as well.
Oh, drama is always entertaining when it's not yours.
Yeah.
Oh, who,
Right.
me? Am I the drama?
Am I the drama? That's the Drag Race reference, by the way.
Yeah, I know, you say it all the time.
Do I?
Yes.
I never say am I the drama.
Yes, you do.
See, I
You
didn't
do.
see it, but I saw it in a reel somewhere.
I also
'Cause,
saw it in
oh,
multiple reels.
yeah.
Yes. So
Never
yes.
mind.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the drama with our guest Gabi. Thank you for coming on the show. It's been
Thanks for
fun
having
having
me.
you here. We might bring you back. Who knows? Not from
Dun,
life.
dun,
Like
dun.
we may keep her. Wait, not in an unhealthy way. Just like we may. This is just getting worse.
Can you bring me back? That'd be
I don't
nice.
know. I
We
know.
try. No, let's.
Let's not do that. I'm not that confident with my CP. Like I could, but maybe. Yeah, I don't
If
know.
it's my time, it's my time.
Yeah, I'll respect that. I'll just be like, yeah, no.
See ya.
It was nice knowing you. I'll bring like a flower. Sure, we got like a flower. Oh, that's
That
love.
escalated
Lots of
quickly.
love. Yeah, that got dark very quickly. Not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's pretty standard though, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we hope that you enjoyed this episode. It was a little unhinged, but that's what makes it fun. Well, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
it was
enjoyed it a
fun.
lot. It's always nice to have an outside perspective. When I say outside, I mean outside of this flat. Yeah. So yes, it was great having you here. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you.
We will very likely bring you back for another episode. It will be fun. We hope that you enjoyed watching this episode with us. Remember, on Thursdays, midday UK time, our main episodes. Tuesdays, just before midday, is our games episodes. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
I was waiting for you to say follow us on socials.
Oh,
but
follow
okay.
us on social media as well, and we are on Spotify.
Yes, we're on Spotify as well if you want to listen to us over there. And we will see you on the next episode.
Have
Therapy
issues.
apparently doesn't cover,
I have
so-
issues that have their own issues.
Yeah, I know. They're just making little baby issues.
Oh my gosh. So many issues.
Please date us.